that our dunya, our life, that our objective is based on two things: that our dunya is good, our worldly life is good, and our hereafter akhirah is good. And the pious predecessors have mentioned, explained that what is a good life in this world? That whatever conditions come in front of us, come across us during this life in this world, sickness, good health, or distress, or problems, or debts, or you're in a good time, you're riding the crest of a wave. Sometimes, from time to time, highs come, low come. And in all of these conditions and environments and situations, if a person is still spending that time in accordance with the preference of Allah, then that life in the dunya becomes hasan, good. So he shouldn't try to utilize wrong methodologies or break the principles or laws of Allah to attain peace or so-called happiness. That's when a person, if he follows the preference of Allah, the desire of Allah, what Allah has ordained, then his dunya life in this world becomes hasan, goodness. And with regards to the akhirah, the hereafter, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned about the akhirah, and the pious predecessors have commentated on this, that good deeds in this world while we live, may Allah give us tawfiq, the ability, the courage to practice good deeds, due to which all of the phases and the journey of the hereafter, we inshallah will pass with ease and enter into paradise, and Allah's daimi, permanent, eternal rewards we attain, and that is hasan of the akhirah. That's the meaning of this dua: Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Where are we going? Where are we going to? What are we trying to achieve? And we need to do one amal, one deed to attain our objective. So we now know what is our destination, that we want hasan, ahsan dunya and ahsan akhirah. So to attain a good life in this world and hereafter, we have one amal, one practice to do. Just one. Just one. If we implement that deed, then alhamdulillah we'll get a good life in this world and the akhirah. Hasana fi dunya wa hasana fil akhirah. What is that amal, that deed, that one practice that we have to implement and execute, due to which we will attain good life in this world and the hereafter? That is Allah and Allah's Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to love them, to love Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is the way, the method, the technique to obtain the objective, to achieve our goals. If we have the love of Allah and the love of Rasulullah in us, we create this, instill it, and we nurture it within us, then we will attain both things. Hasana, in this relatives would end, relationships would end. Allah Ta'ala has given us love and attraction of the world to run our business, earn, have relationships. But the love of the dunya shouldn't be over and above the love of Allah and Rasulullah. So we need this love of Allah and Rasulullah, that when you're about to make a decision in your life, if any decision of life, for example, I love my son, my daughter I love, and I love other relations or other things. So when I decide on anything on a daily basis with regards to it, then first and foremost I should look towards the principles of Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What did they teach us, guide us? How did they prescribe the life framework to us? And that is what I need to use as a basis and criterion for making my decisions. And the love of Allah and His Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam should overwhelm and should suppress all the other loves in this world and attractions and passions of this world. And when we have this state, if we have that love in our heart with the fadl of Allah, with Allah's blessings, then alhamdulillah we'll have both things. We'll have the dunya and we'll have the akhirah. We'll have the world and we'll have the akhirah. We'll live in the world like kings with the blessings of Allah. And we'll live like kings in this world. And in the akhirah, inshallah, we will travel into the beautiful portions of Jannah, paradise. While I'm speaking, benefit is for that person who is the talib haq, who has the true desire. The person who has in this majalis or another majalis, is the tazkiyah gatherings, the purification gatherings, the biggest desire, the biggest criteria for success in these gatherings is talab, desire. And the person who has desire, he will leave the gathering full. His treasure chest will be full. No, I'm coming, I'm going to sit here, waste time. And you're given an invitation, thawab. Everyone who invites a person to a majlis, come to dhikr, you get thawab. But that's not our objective of coming, to get reward. We don't come to these gatherings for reward. The objective of coming here is that I want to attain and instill the love of Allah and Rasulullah in my heart. This should be your sole one desire criteria when you come to this gathering, not for thawab. Not for reward. The real reason why we come, what we are desperate for in this world and the hereafter, what do we need desperately, is that the love of Allah and Rasulullah comes into our heart. And so when we come to this gathering or these gatherings, this should be at the forefront of our mind. of our desires, of our objective. So time is short, so I need to... One moment in the company of the wali of Allah is greater than what? A person spends one moment, one breath in the company of a wali of Allah, friend of Allah. One moment is what? It is better than 100 years of ibadah. 100 years. Why? Because the wali of Allah, when we sit in their company, this is the effect, the capacity of the eyesight of the wali. He melts the hearts of the believer. He transforms the condition. In the wali of Allah's eyesight, in his company, in his sohbat, in sitting next to him, being in the company, there's a current, an energy which transfuses, which is transformed. It is going across to that person who is sincere. But he should have that desire. The person who has the talab, who has the desire, who sits with a wali, a friend of Allah, who has the company with the wali of Allah. Just like Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu sohbat, his heart changed. And whose love came into his heart? Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's love came to that. And that desire, the fake attraction, that what he was running after, he was going to break the stars from the sky, all of that ran away, and it was replaced with what? The love of Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah Ta'ala give us the love and the company